Overcoming the fear of failure is one of the most transformative steps a person can take in their journey of personal growth. Fear of failure is not just a fleeting concern but a deep-seated emotional barrier rooted in our upbringing, societal expectations, and personal insecurities. It is a force that often prevents people from taking risks, exploring new opportunities, and stepping outside their comfort zones. While it is natural to fear uncertainty or negative outcomes, it is essential to recognize that failure is not the opposite of success. It is part of the process that leads to it. Failure, at its core, is misunderstood. Society often stigmatizes mistakes, portraying them as a reflection of inadequacy rather than a normal part of human experience. This stigma causes many to develop an aversion to trying new things, as they fear judgment, criticism, or the loss of self-worth. However, when viewed objectively, failure is not a permanent state but a transient event that offers invaluable insights. The discomfort of failure can push individuals to examine their actions, decisions, and strategies, leading to better results in the future. One of the first steps in overcoming the fear of failure is changing the way we perceive it. Instead of seeing failure as a negative outcome, we can reframe it as a stepping stone to growth. Many of the world's most successful individuals have experienced failure, often repeatedly, before achieving their goals. Thomas Edison, who conducted thousands of unsuccessful experiments before inventing the light bulb, famously stated, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." This mindset of resilience and determination is what separates those who achieve greatness from those who give up prematurely. Mistakes are, in fact, some of the best teachers. They reveal gaps in our knowledge, skills, or approach that we might not have otherwise noticed. For example, an entrepreneur whose business idea fails may learn valuable lessons about market demands, customer behavior, or financial management. These lessons, although painful in the moment, can significantly enhance their chances of success in future ventures. Each setback becomes a building block for greater achievements, provided we have the courage to analyze and learn from it. The fear of failure often stems from perfectionism, the unrealistic belief that we must succeed flawlessly in every endeavor. Perfectionism can be paralyzing, as it creates an impossible standard that no one can consistently meet. This fear of falling short can prevent people from even starting a project or pursuing a dream. To combat this, it is vital to adopt a mindset of progress over perfection. Instead of focusing on the end result, we should celebrate small wins, incremental improvements, and the effort we put into our work. Developing self-compassion is another powerful way to overcome the fear of failure. Often, we are our harshest critics, magnifying our mistakes and berating ourselves for perceived shortcomings. This negative self-talk can lead to feelings of shame and inadequacy, further reinforcing the fear of trying again. Practicing self-compassion means treating ourselves with kindness and understanding, just as we would a close friend facing a setback. It involves acknowledging that failure is a universal experience and does not define our worth. Taking calculated risks is a practical approach to overcoming the fear of failure. Risk-taking does not mean acting recklessly but rather making informed decisions with the understanding that there is always a possibility of failure. By accepting this reality, we can approach challenges with a sense of curiosity and courage, rather than dread. Each risk taken, regardless of the outcome, builds confidence and resilience, making future endeavors feel less daunting. Resilience is a critical trait for navigating failure. Resilient individuals bounce back from setbacks more quickly and with greater determination. This resilience comes from viewing challenges as opportunities to grow stronger and more resourceful. Building resilience often involves cultivating a growth mindset, a concept popularized by psychologist Carol Dweck. A growth mindset is the belief that abilities and intelligence can be developed through effort and learning, rather than being fixed traits. With this mindset, failure becomes a natural and necessary part of the learning process. Seeking support from others can also help diminish the fear of failure. Friends, mentors, and colleagues can provide encouragement, perspective, and constructive feedback when we face setbacks. Sharing our experiences with trusted individuals can remind us that we are not alone in our struggles. Often, hearing about others' failures and how they overcame them can inspire us to persevere and view our own mistakes more objectively. Another way to reduce the fear of failure is to practice detachment from outcomes. While it is natural to strive for success, becoming overly attached to a specific result can lead to excessive stress and disappointment when things do not go as planned. By focusing on the process rather than the outcome, we can find fulfillment in the effort and growth that comes with pursuing our goals. This shift in perspective allows us to see failure as just one step in a much larger journey. Learning to embrace uncertainty is a skill that can greatly reduce the fear of failure. Life is inherently unpredictable, and no amount of planning can guarantee success. Accepting this uncertainty frees us from the need to control every aspect of our lives and opens us to new possibilities. When we let go of the illusion of control, we can approach challenges with a sense of openness and curiosity. Overcoming the fear of failure also involves redefining success. Success is not always about achieving external milestones like promotions, awards, or financial gain. It is often about personal growth, fulfillment, and the courage to pursue our passions despite the risks. By shifting our focus from external validation to internal satisfaction, we can approach failure with less fear and more acceptance. Visualization can be a powerful tool in addressing the fear of failure. By imagining ourselves handling failure with grace and resilience, we can reduce the anxiety associated with it. Visualization helps us mentally rehearse the steps we would take to recover from a setback, making the prospect of failure feel less intimidating. This mental preparation builds confidence and equips us to face challenges with a proactive mindset. Ultimately, overcoming the fear of failure requires practice and patience. It is not a change that happens overnight, but a gradual process of challenging our beliefs, taking small risks, and learning from our experiences. Each step forward, no matter how small, builds the confidence needed to take on bigger challenges. With time, failure becomes less of a threat and more of a stepping stone toward growth.